Welcome, one and welcome all to Men in the Tub.
Yeah! All back!
It's good to see you. Or at least what I imagine.
I can't see you.
What I imagine you all to look like in a big room huddled around an old-timey radio, getting ready to listen to your old-timey radio show.
Yeah.
Just a few dudes in a tub.
Unless you're watching on the internet, then
you're probably like in a comfy computer desk.
Yes.
Big bowl of Cheetos.
Have you ever
Maybe.
comfy computer desk? I don't know if that exists.
Maybe a nice chair.
It does exist.
Comfy chair.
Like I've thought about pulling up like a lounge chair, like a living room chair, to my computer desk, but then you can't recline because it gets in the way of the desk. Anyway, sorry.
There is a sacrifice to mobility.
Laptop, I suppose.
That's a possibility. Maybe just an iPad and a warm cup of Joe.
You could stream us on the Twitch app.
Yeah, right there.
In your car.
In your car, sure.
Yeah.
Drive and watch
from your
us.
iPhone. No.
Maybe you're watching.
Not watch, listen.
Yeah, from the future.
Ooh.
Don't
The
drive.
future!
Wait, if they're playing this, if this is recorded and they're hearing it for the first time, then they would be listening to us from the future.
Yeah.
All right, future boy. Who's
Hey.
president of the United States in 1985?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, the actor!
Yes.
That kind of scared me just a little.
How did you not know that was coming? That's one of your favorite movies.
I know, but I still got scared. I'm sorry. I don't know why. It just happens sometimes. It's just, that.
I kind of got scared too.
It's just
it
it's what
happens.
happens.
That's our special guest, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Hello.
Let's go around and introduce ourselves to these fine people that are listening / watching / whatever they're doing.
Tubbish.
So
Hey, I'm Kyle.
This is Kyle.
I'm Jeremy.
There's Trevor. I'm Eric.
We know.
we already introduced you.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
You're
Nathan,
good.
you're good. Nathan's
Good job. Yay.
So, what's going on? What's happening, as they say in the 70s?
What's the buzz town? What's happening? What's the buzz town? What's happening? What's the buzz town? What's happening?
Nathan, are you trying to tell us?
So Nathan, what is happening?
Oh, I got tracked at work.
What's a track, Nathan?
A tract is a little thing designed to convince you of an ideology in a short span of time. Usually, you get them from missionaries, but this time it was from communists.
You got
Communist track? That's amazing.
Communist tract!
What are they telling you?
It's all about how the theory of surplus value is the crux of Marxist theory.
the crux.
Yeah.
I just thought it was hilarious because at the bottom it says, yes, I want to join the Communist Party. It has a spot for my name and address, and then it has the phone number.
You should put only if I can be the supreme leader.
Hold on, there's a phone number on there?
There's a phone number on there.
Should we call it?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Keep talking, Nathan.
I knew that was where we were going with this.
Do you want the piece of paper so you can see the
Tell us
number?
Yeah, tell us more about this track, though.
It has a cute little cartoon guy on it, and I assume he's a proletariat.
I can't see that.
That doesn't.
You never know. It's just white paper. Isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
If
Yeah,
they're listening, they definitely
he's like a fat plumber, dude.
That's a proletariat.
Oh, okay, sorry. You and your fancy words.
He's a victim of the class struggle.
You are the perfect person to get this track. Was this like at work? So like, here's a tip. Join the Communist Party.
Basically.
Did they give you much of a tip? Because
Did
it's
it-
not very communist-y if they did.
Did it include like half of a fake dollar bill?
Okay, I'm going to be honest. This was someone else's tip, and they just gave it to me.
Okay.
You lied to us.
I'll never trust you again,
It was a simpler version of the story until you started asking questions.
You could have kept going.
Sorry,
Anyway,
we tried.
someone got a tip.
And it
Join.
So is it working? Are you going to?
Are you interested?
No.
I think you seriously should say as long as you can be the supreme leader.
All right, as long as I can be the supreme leader of all communists.
Yeah. I'll join the party as long as you make me
gotta-
the head of it.
You gotta be emphatic in your speeches, though.
No. I should call them and be like,
Not
the party doesn't start until I walk in.
There you go. right, boys. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna tell you how this goes.
You should read some of this, Kyle.
I should read some of this.
Yeah.
All right.
In your radio voice, I like it.
Significance of the theory of surplus value. Under capitalism, exploitation is camouflaged. It was Marxist political economy that revealed the essence of exploitation of labor by capital. The secret of capitalist exploitation is disclosed in the theory of surplus value evolved by Marx.
Yeah, I'm following you so far.
All right. The theory of surplus value teaches the working class and all working people in the capitalist countries to discern the genuine cause of their privations and sufferings. I think that's the right word.
Deprivations.
No, it's Privations. Is that right?
It'd be the positive.
Ah, there you go.
We're calling him. Let's see. Hopefully someone answers.
It's a local number, too.
Yeah, 712. We can give it out if you want to try it on your own. 712-227-0092.
If communism is what you're looking for.
Hey,
Proletarian Liberation Revolutionary Front, Scientists of Communism, and Egalitarian Communist Publications. The communists disdain to conceal their views and aims. They openly declare that their ends can be attained only by the forcible overthrow of all existing social conditions. Let the ruling classes tremble at a communist revolution. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. Working men of all countries, unite.
hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hello, communists.
Are the communists available?
I'm guessing we got a recording.
See, look, we have a wall too.
Communist revolution. It doesn't sound very communistic.
That was anticlimactic.
And that was like one of the most uninspired speeches I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Semi-threatening, though.
Yes, we will get you. Let the ruling classes tremble.
The working man of all countries.
I like how in the tract itself, most of it is just theory, and then the very last line is it's something like the only way to freedom is through armed force, and I'm like, that came out of nowhere.
Communism isn't freedom. It's like the opposite. No, no one.
I don't know.
Try telling that to them.
I guess.
Yeah, let's
We
hear-
want revolutionary armed struggle.
There it
We
is.
want communism.
But that's not communism.
Then what is it? Explain.
That's anarchy.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway.
Well, I
Go you guys.
All right.
I think we should see if they have a meeting and come join it sometime.
Is there a website?
Was it on there?
I don't think there was a website on there.
I mean, they sound pretty low tech.
I mean, this is really legit. They printed it out on their printer and cut it by hand, it looks like.
And they have that nice little clip art cartoon there. Or whatever.
Yeah.
The plumber, or how did you put it?
It looks like someone drew it themselves, so you know.
The proletariat.
Or if we're going George Orwell,
The PLRF party. No, they do not have any other contact information.
Okay.
I think you mean contact information.
You suck.
There you go.
That's what everyone's thinking. Our show has gone downhill thanks to communism.
PLRF.
So what else is going on?
Yeah, that's
I played a beta this weekend.
Of what?
Bata.
Like, yeah, you played the fish?
Yeah, I played the fish.
The fish
They
bata.
like to be alone, so how'd that work
It was
out?
Call of Duty.
The fish?
Duty. Which one was that again, Eric? I can't keep track. of
Black
it.
Ops.
Black Ops 3.
So the one guy who actually plays those games didn't play the beta.
Yeah.
Okay. Just check.
I played with Eric for
What'd you
a
think?
while on Sunday night. It felt very much
Like the others?
Yes, but it also felt like it was a little like it was Titanfall without Titans, because the speed of it seemed like it had picked up a little bit. There was the running across walls type of thing.
Yeah, they had that in the last one too. So
Well, it felt a lot better though than the last one, because
Yeah.
the last one, I don't know. I mean, it kind of The last one had that like strafing mechanic where you could like hit a button and slide left to right, and this one
Or hold on the wall.
Yeah, where this one didn't have so much of that as it was like, okay, you can kind of do a double jump, and if you do the double jump against the wall, you can run across the wall. And I haven't had that much fun with a Call of Duty game in a long time. I was really surprised because usually I'm just like, I can't handle playing with these bros. Maybe it was because it was new enough that the people weren't just
They
like...
were as new as you were.
Yeah, when they weren't just like all, I don't know. Because it seems like those games like that, like after they've been out for a while, people find that play all the time, they kind of just find...
Their niche.
Yeah, that, and they find like the little bugs that they can kind of exploit,
Yeah,
and then they just
absolutely.
like, they just use it, and it's just annoying and it's dumb.
Like
and it's
me with Mario Kart.
Yeah, stop.
Well, and there were a couple of different spots too. There was that new game mode that you found that we played. What was that? Where it's almost like a
Zombies? They've done that.
No, it was almost like one of those hard points, but you had to go and install a bomb if you weren't defending.
I think that's Search and Destroy.
Yeah, that's Search and Destroy,
yeah. Was that not a new feature?
No.
No, that's an old game.
That's an old one. We just never played it, but that was fun.
Oh yeah, I never played it, so it felt new. So that was fun. I got shot underwater, so bullets travel just as fast underwater as they do out of water. I learned that.
That was the thing I noticed. Yeah, because that's true.
I know. Science. How do magnets work?
That was one thing I noticed about it too. Is like the map design, like for multiplayer, was really smart. Like it just didn't feel boring. It reminded me of like
vertical
playing
layers.
the old like GoldenEye games, like because there was just a lot of ways
Yeah.
to get to the same point. So it just like you could go underwater and then swim under this cliff, and then you'll go up and there's a bridge and a cave, and like there's just people kind of were coming at it from different angles. It just made it more exciting. I don't know. I actually had a lot of fun with it, which I was surprised because I kind of after the last Call of Duty I was like, But then again, I swear off Call of Duty after everyone. I buy them and then I swear them off, and then I buy them again. So
Never gonna buy it.
Maybe this one.
I'll say after playing the beta, I'll probably consider getting that if I have any money left over.
After all the games.
which there are so many games.
So many
coming out.
games.
Like I have a list that I
Worth
keep
$1,000.
on my phone, and
that right?
I look at these games. Yeah, it's worth like $3 million.
I have a list
But
too.
and it started Tuesday.
Gamefly.
It started yesterday, I guess. Really, when you think about it, because Madden came out, new Madden.
That's not a real game.
If you like football, it is.
Yeah.
Just
If you
like that one's definitely just like all the
the
others.
foosball. Actually, though, okay, I'm gonna get a little weird here, but they actually updated a lot with it. That I was like, same thing. I don't buy
last year.
Yeah, I
Because
don't.
last year they updated the
Yeah.
defenses a lot.
Well,
so.
this year the tackling looks so much better because before it was like arms are like zombie arms, and then you just collide into the other player, and everybody just kind of falls on them. And it wasn't. They're calling it like organic gangbang or something like that. I can't remember what it's something. I don't know, or something like.
Then this is definitely a different game.
Or gang tackle. Sorry, or something.
As opposed to a mechanical gang?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's organic something. I don't know. Gang tackle maybe. I don't know. But it's when you watch it, like their arms actually move and like go in natural places during the gang
it reminds
tackle.
me. There was a football game called I think it was in
Tecmo Bowl.
Neckbreaker or something or
Tecmo Bowl.
Correct.
I love that game.
I don't know.
They applied Euphoria, which is what powers GTA 4. Well, no,
Oh,
5
yeah.
and stuff. But they applied that to a football game, which the game was horrible itself, but it was kind of an interesting concept just because, I think that was kind of the first time they applied these motion
Physics.
systems to where they like grab at people and they'll like I don't know. Yeah, so that's one thing that's cool about sports games.
Well, and it also has this feature now when you throw the ball right, and then you can hit a button like I think it's Y or something like that, or triangle on the PlayStation, for the receiver to do like a dramatic catch, I guess is what you call it. I don't know what else, but it's like, but if you do that, the likelihood of you running with it after that catch is pretty much
next to
gone.
none?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you hit that button and you can just leap for the ball and do like a crazy catch or something like
Awesome.
that, which it looks really cool. And I was like kind of kicking myself because I kind of wanted to play it. I was just like, that looks really cool.
My problem is I still have hardly played last year's.
Yeah.
So
That's maybe a good reason. Then the other game that came out yesterday was Until Dawn, which looks pretty cool. If you like teeny bopper horror flicks
It looks interesting. Definitely.
embodied into a game, like Heavy Rain kind of
Yeah,
gameplay.
I hadn't seen anything about it, and one of my friends at work was telling me about it today, and I was like, okay, that looks like that would be intriguing. I haven't seen any of the trailers, but I heard there's so many different options. And
if you like QuickTime events, this game is for you.
Well, but they said that there's no way of being able to save the game other than the autosaves. So you can't go back and load
you can't change. Like if every decision you make impacts the story, and it autosaves, it doesn't. You don't even see on the screen. There's no indication of when it's autosaving, and it's just so like let's say you decide to run after your girlfriend because you guys are trying to get freaky in the cabin, and she left because she got ripped out of a window by some ghostly figure, and you're chasing after her, and you would maybe choose this path instead of going another route, and then she gets her jaw ripped off and is dead at the bottom of like some old mine shaft thing. Like it was because of these, like you'll see, they call it like the butterfly effect system. So it's like everything you do has an effect on the story, and so the characters will die. And then that's it. That's that story. So like you can't get it back. You can't change your mind. Like you can't go back and retry it. You'd have to like start the game over pretty much. But yeah, it looks interesting. But I'm not sure I'm sold. I want to sit there and just like every time it says push X, push X.
I kind of would want to see like if you actually do anything, or if it's just like pressing the button.
You walk around and look at stuff, but that's about the gameplay. I mean, it's beautiful. Like the game is like very high quality, high fidelity.
I'm sure there's probably a lot of people that thought that.
So it's like a movie with pick your own ending?
Pretty much, choose your own story.
That's chaos theory.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Sitting alone by myself now.
So
Nobody could have predicted that.
We got some comments coming in, but EBW thinks we're underrated. So
hey,
thanks. Yeah,
We like you.
That was the best thing you could say about us.
Well, then help us. Rate us high.
yeah, let people know about us.
Share the tub and the men in it.
Any
with
other
your
comments
friends
on
and
there?
family.
Well, I mean, we got a few hays. We got a Nick Offerman is the, I'm going to assume effing man. I can't.
Okay.
Censor.
Censored. Oh, thank you.
Oh, Stay Fabulous.
Thank you. Who's talking to me?
Yeah.
How you doing?
But yeah, so we got some comments.
Got some nerve.
But
So send in your comments. We'll
Yeah.
respond to them.
Yeah.
we'll talk to you. We like you.
Later in the show, we'll talk about some other comments, but we'll save those for later. You have to listen.
But yeah, so that game looks fun if you have the expendable cash to pay for all the other games that are coming out in the following weeks.
You're not
Well, I mean,
interested in
they're
anything else?
like the most important games coming out next week.
Maybe one of the most important games.
I'd say the most important.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to the.
I mean,
Tony Hawk Pro Skater is coming out at the end of the month, so they're.
have you seen the videos for that? It looks so low res. Is it going to be a downloadable game?
I don't even know.
It's really disappointing because, like, I don't know if anyone else was a huge Tony Hawk player, like in the first 3 games, but they were amazing. They were so cool.
What made you
Now-
skip the 4th?
EBW is asking what our outlook on Fallout is. Well,
Fallout is dangerous. If you see some, don't go near it.
Yeah, watch yourself.
Well, I tell you what, I wish I could have more than 200 people in my shelter. That's all I want to say.
That's Fallout Shelter, not that one.
come on.
Talking about 4.
No,
I know, this was preemptive.
That's what I was talking to Eric the other day, and I'm not sure what my most anticipated game is because Fallout 4 is just so awesome. I'm so excited for Star Citizen, but I'm also Metal Gear Solid 5 is easily I don't know, that might be my most anticipated just because
People
it's
get
so damn
defensive about Star Citizen.
They do.
Wow,
Well, if
I
it's-
stepped on some toes, but we'll get to that later. But Fallout 4. I mean, if it delivers on all of its promises, it's going to be fantastic. I don't think. I mean, just like the base building and the dog alone make me happy.
That's my biggest fear, though, is there's been so many games in the last 2 years that the hype was so big, such expectation. Destiny, Titanfall, there's a lot of them.
Titanfall didn't meet your
No, it
expectations.
didn't. I mean, it was great because it had some new mechanics that weren't really in those kind of first-person games, but it fell short pretty quickly. Anyway, but that's the biggest thing is there's so much hype that even if it is good, but it doesn't meet the hype.
But I also think
gonna be
we're
hard.
kind of like we've had a good year for games though. When you think about like The Witcher.
Still playing that game.
And if you
oh
look,
my goodness.
the early reviews of Metal Gear Solid 5 are already really good.
Yeah, you guys have sold me on it. I'll backtrack last week in this. I think that we were talking about this after the show.
Yeah.
I'll backtrack. I haven't really played a whole lot of Metal Gear. I played the Ground Zeroes. I kind of gave up on it after a little bit. Went back through, played some of the other missions, and you guys have sold me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a try.
I just can't wait to build my zoo. I'm just gonna Fulton animals all day.
I can't wait to try to steal. Oh, you're gonna get a different console. I want
Yeah,
to
I'm
steal it
playing it
from
on
your
PC.
zoo.
But I'm just gonna like go around and Fulton the heck out of every bear I can find.
I'll steal your bears, Jeremy.
All
I'm
right.
gonna have a bear museum. I don't know. As far as Fallout goes, though, I don't know. I feel like maybe we finally reached that point in the console generation where it's like we're actually getting the games that we were promised. Like we were like the last couple years have kind of been like these little bit better looking versions of last gen games that were already in development.
So you're
Now-
You're about how pretty they look, not how good they
Yeah,
look.
and
You're
now I
saying
feel
it's
like
starting to look like they are next gen, and like
not only the
current gen.
graphics but also the gameplay too. Like they're able to put so much into the games now that it's just like it's beyond just a side quest. It's just like they do everything that you kind of imagine. It's like a toy box, like when you're a kid. Like the new Batman game, even to a certain extent, was like that. Like I'm playing with a Batman action figure, and I'm sticking him in the Batmobile, and I'm punching dudes in the
What do
face.
you
It's just
think
like-
about the like 2 and 3 year cycles of expansion packs for a game? Like,
Well, that's we live in this weird time of like free to play games, and then you got your Destinies that are just like gonna like it's like
instead of developing a new game, they
the
develop
year of our
add-ons.
destiny,
Yeah.
2015. It's just this thing of where it's just gonna. Is it just gonna ever? Is there gonna be a Destiny 2, or is it just gonna be more?
More just
expansions?
adding to it.
Eventually, we're gonna add another planet.
But that could be, I think that's a workable cycle if they can make the expansion packs like worth the money that they cost to get. Instead of just a little like, oh, that should have been in the game to begin with. That'll be the, we'll see.
EB15 was saying, you're asking why Nathan isn't talking much. Well, because we're talking about video games, and we'll
He's our
get to some
special
other
guest.
stuff. He's our special guest every week, and he's not big into the video games.
Unless one of you guys want to.
Unless we want to talk about Tetris.
Tetris. Let's.
Or Mario.
But movies, this guy,
Yeah.
he's the guy for that.
Yeah, Nathan. That spot's always rotating, except it never rotates. It's always Nathan. He's always our special guest.
No, it's rotating. I'm just the only one in the cylinder.
Yeah. It's, oh, hi, Blue Raspberry HD. Let's talk about his. Oh no, we're not going to talk about that.
For those of you listening on the podcast, you don't want to know.
Yeah, we were asked to talk about a certain part of Nathan, and that's not going to happen.
No one wants to talk about his ears.
Not this week.
Yeah. Yes, his eczema is fine. Thanks for asking. That's great. Yeah, so video games, they're things that are happening and coming out, and that's exciting. And we could go down the list. I'm not going to go down the list too much more, but there are a lot of games coming out. I mean, Mad Max is one where I feel like it's coming out the same day, which I feel like it could completely be overshadowed by Metal Gear. But if it delivers on that trailer that they released, like it could be really cool. But I don't know. I think I've heard some early like reports from different journalists that have said it's maybe like a little wonky, like it's like the Batman combat with okay car combat, like when you play it. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know when the embargo is up for that review, but we'll find out in a couple days.
Soon.
EBW is wondering what you're drinking.
Which one?
I assume it must be.
Oh,
Jeremy.
that's actually not a beer. That's a.
This is the best root beer.
It's a butterscotch
in the world.
root beer.
It's delicious.
Dang.
That's good.
Dang, that's good root beer.
Yeah. it's-
Look it up, guys. I mean, they're not paying us to have this spot, but
But if they want to sponsor us, we're all for it.
dang, that's good.
It has an exclamation.
I would drink that every week.
It's butterscotch.
is amazing.
Root beer. So, anyways, yeah, video games are coming out. Is there any other big ones that anybody wants to mention before we move on from that? Because let me just run through them real quick. We've got Mario Maker is on the 11th, which if you have a Nintendo Wii, that game just looks phenomenal. And I have some ideas for for the stream that we might do if we can facilitate it with Mario Maker. But that'll.
I like where this is going.
We might do some cool stuff with that game. Then there's, Forza 6 is coming out. You got Rock Band in October,
Well,
and the new Assassin's Creed,
You
and Halo
mentioned
5.
Forza. Have you seen anything about Ride?
Ride.
Yeah, it's a motorcycle racing game.
No.
Okay.
That is right up your alley, isn't it?
It is right
I
up
think
my
you mean
alley.
Excite Bike.
Is it anything like Loco Cycle?
I think
Yes.
we have to mention Just Cause 3.
Yeah.
Just Cause 3, I mean.
We should mention it just
Why would you get it? Just cause.
Blue Raspberry wants us to talk about the Wii U. Let me say something about the Wii U real quick. The Wii U, it's a terrible name. They should have made it a different name so people didn't think it was just like a controller you added to your Wii, and then they went to buy it and they're like, oh, it's like super expensive and it's a whole different console. I'm confused. But
We're Americans. We're not that smart.
But I think that the Wii U is pretty underrated. It, like in 2014, it probably had the best games of any console, but nobody played them. You had like Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Bayonetta 2. You had all these really good games, and nobody played them because nobody bought a Wii U, which is sad because I don't know. Nintendo's already working on their next console. They announced the NX or whatever it's called, and maybe it'll be good. I don't know if it'll be a console or if it's going to be like a hybrid DS, maybe plug it into a TV. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, if you have the spare cash to buy a Wii U, it's the time to do it because Mario Maker is coming out. But yeah,
It's making me think about.
no, they're
my
not going to
kids need
release
it.
GTA 5 for the Wii U. I'm sorry, I don't.
Man,
I'm
I
pretty sure.
wanted to like nightstick people with the Wii controller.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. So anyway, someone was saying something about Halo 5 or what? Was someone saying?
You said that was coming out.
Oh, okay.
Sure,
I said, yeah, that'd be good.
This might be all right.
Oh gosh, I mean, as far as like recent, like upcoming games that are soon, I don't know, but like Ghost Recon Wildlands. I mean,
That's next year though.
I know, but that game looks so good though. I'm so excited for that game.
It does look
On
cool.
Battlefield.
Battlefront, yeah, Battlefront.
Battlefront, Star Wars,
I'm
Battlefront.
slow.
It's the same game. It's just with Star Wars paint on it.
Actually, it is a bit different. I mean,
It's like instead of a drug dealer, it's an Ewok.
it's
That was a Java voice. I don't know why that came out of it.
Wait, let me try that again. Instead of a drug dealer, it's a Jawa. Okay, there we go. Sorry, there you got an Ewok now.
Special guest Nathan.
Fallout 4, Wii U, probably not either. I'm sorry. It's just not. They just don't have. It doesn't have the support, and it doesn't have probably the power to.
yeah. I was gonna say it could probably handle it, but I'm thinking maybe not actually.
Yeah, I mean, it may be a much lower fidelity version of it,
Yeah.
maybe.
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider's
Tomb
coming,
Raider.
new Tomb Raider's coming out. Another Black Ops. Just Cause 3, though. I mean, December 1, that game.
Hey guys, quiet down. EBW's mom is sleeping.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, man.
Sorry.
Sorry, EBW's mom!
Nathan, shh.
That is our special guest, Nathan.
Okay, I feel like at this point, Blue Raspberry is just trolling us. No, The Witcher 3 is not coming for the Wii U. Just let your heart be broken. All those games are never coming to the Wii U. Nintendo games, that's why you go to the Wii U. But yeah, Just Cause 3 is going to be a fun, sandboxy, toy box game where you can attach yourself to everything. But anyways, I'm done talking about video games. No Man's Sky, that's coming out sometime. That's exciting. That's all I'm going to say.
Thought you were done.
I'm sorry, I can't stop.
Can't wait.
Just got to say No Man's Sky someday.
Forgot about Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jeremy,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago I think it was, you said you didn't know what the name of your phobia was.
Yeah, well, we talked about it a little bit yesterday or last week too, because of the rat in the toilet.
Right.
So if you didn't see it, check that out. We've got that spot.
Right, but you didn't mention not knowing the name of it.
Okay, I didn't know the name of it.
There's a phobia for being
What is
scared
it?
of things that come out of the toilet?
Yeah.
I tried to look it up in phobia lists, but those things are unsearchable. I don't know how to find a specific phobia in there. So I just looked up the Greek roots.
You looked up the Greek roots of phobias?
Wait.
This is getting real deep.
You did what?
You did an exegetical study? Is that the correct term? Exegetical?
Good.
All right.
You were so interested to find out what the.
It only took me like
recap.
10 minutes. Don't
It's
freak out about it.
it's the fear. It's the fear of something coming out of the toilet while you're sitting on it.
It's like a rodent
Right?
or a goblin.
Okay, you got incredibly specific with that.
Okay.
I just went for
Vanya.
animal in the toilet.
Animal in the toilet. All right, let's go.
Zootoletophobia.
Repeat that.
Zootoletophobia.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's
I have that now, thanks to Jeremy.
There you go.
yeah, we are.
And,
I keep checking my toilets every time I go to the bathroom.
What was our emailer's name? Christine?
Christina.
Christina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks
Yeah,
for
that's
her
the
too.
same.
We've named your fear now.
Yeah, your fear.
Zootoletophobia.
It's a real thing. Check out last week if you missed it.
Zootoletophobia. Was I close?
I think it's zoo.
Zootoletophobia.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've gone to the toilet, we
Rat
might
twins.
as well kick off some of our stories here, Jeremy. You got something, don't you?
I got a lot of things.
But you got something specific to the toilet.
I do. Let's just go to
start there.
Japan for a while. Can we pull up some children in a Japan shopping mall?
Okay, this video is already
Could you
awesome.
rephrase that?
What are they doing here? Can we explain?
All right. So here's what's going on. So obviously those are poop hats.
Yeah, they're Japanese children wearing poop hats.
And what
going down
this
a
is,
toilet slide.
this is an educational.
How is this educational?
Well, it'll get to it. You gotta watch the video a little
You
bit
find
more.
where the rats come from.
So they wear the poop hats so that they know where the poop
Did you
goes.
know that rats can swim for 3 days?
That part is not in this.
Oh.
But they do then have things on the wall that tell them about how they actually use the toilet. For some reason, there's a boy and girl poop. How to use a bidet. All kinds of good stuff.
Oh no!
Angry toilet.
That toilet is
You
just
have to
cursing
make
at
sure
that child.
Toilet's
Won't that make the child afraid of the toilet?
saying flush it. Where did and then,
Where do our feces go?
This is kind of cool. Oh, this is the best part. Examples of different types of turds.
This is disgusting.
Both human and animal.
That one looks
So
like a
they-
bratwurst.
So that way they can learn which, who created this poop I see. in
Those
my
ones
yard.
look like the chocolate Schweddy balls from SNL.
Yeah, those are deer droppings, I think.
That looks like the coolest science exhibit ever. I'm just throwing that out
I
there.
like that that's not like taboo to them. Like, I mean, like, we couldn't have that in America. People would be all offended and be
Well,
like,
let's just keep going with the people would be offended taboo thing. What do adults do with poop, Eric? Show us that.
what do they do with poop? Is
They
this the
have.
video?
That's not what they do with poop. Nope, scroll up. We're not doing the video yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this,
Ew.
folks, this picture here.
Gosh, that's disgusting.
This is food.
Should we warn people
I
that
can't
this
see
Is
is...
that sloppy Joe?
This is food in a bedpan that is intentionally made to taste like poo.
Why?
It's a poo-flavored curry.
Where?
If you
Where
really
is
want to know
this?
why, you guys can look up this story for yourself. Because I'll give you the highlights real quick.
Where is this?
In Japan.
Okay.
So here's the highlights real quick. The chef of the restaurant that is selling this decided that this was going to be one of his showcase items because he wanted to remind people that he used to be a Japanese porn star who ate poop. So he created this food that has no feces in it, but is supposed to taste just like human fecal matter.
That's disgusting.
Who did the taste testing?
I'm assuming he did since he used to do videos where he ate poo. So
is this actually poop in the bedpan, or is that...
no, that's food.
Oh.
And how do we know this? Is it because the consistency is always the same?
It says it's poo-flavored curry.
Poo flavored curry
That is disgusting.
with
Is
no
there
no
a
real
market
poo in
for
it. They
this?
say. Well, he's selling it, but it gets better. It gets better, folks. Go down to the video. Oh, some of the pictures there are pretty cool too. But now,
see the video.
forget about just eating food that tastes like poo. Let's go to a restaurant
Have you ever
that
wanted
looks
to
like a
sip coffee
toilet.
from a mini toilet bowl while surrounded by poo-poo paraphernalia?
Yes.
Do you have a desire to eat bread shaped like cartoon poop?
Absolutely.
Then pull up a stool at Seoul's quirky Poop Cafe, where guests revel
Stool.
in feces-focused fun in the Korean capital.
Poop everywhere. This is in Korea though,
Located
not
in the
Japan.
Samsagil shopping center in downtown Seoul is filled with odes to defecation. Stool-shaped cushions and cups line the outfit's walls. Its baristas artistically sculpting coffee cream into the shape of smiling turds, and
How's
large
that?
pictures
Your
of
coffee
cartoon
cream.
excrement send the cafe's patrons into fits of giggles. The popular
Fits of
eatery
giggles.
also has its own
That's bread.
bread, dough
blue.
molded into the shape of a perfectly formed cartoon poop, and its customers can also munch down on fecal-fashioned biscuits. Despite the
Yum.
subject material, many have described the Poop Cafe, its decor, and its products as particularly tasteful. We don't know if it's ever been dung before, but maybe
Did there?
the
This
cafe
guy's
has
having
the
a lot of
potential
fun writing
to
this
become the
story.
next big hit in
All
Korea.
right. So that's Korea, right? That's great. We got Japan, Korea. What you think this would ever happen in the U.S.? Anyone? No?
You're going to say it is.
It is. In case you guys are interested, there's a place called the Magic Restroom Cafe in
Where?
City of Industry, California.
I need to go to California.
That's
right
the
now.
one with those pictures that Eric was showing there. That has all the toilets that you sit on and all that kind of stuff. This place right here. So they've got golden poop rice on the menu, black poop chocolate sundae, smells like poop braised pork over rice.
I'm just gonna say I don't.
This
think
one's
that-
the best one, bloody number 2, vanilla strawberry sundae.
Oh, no thank you.
Yeah. So if you're in California, go there and let us know what you think.
Okay, I guess.
All right, that's enough for the number 2.
Yeah, let's.
Imagine working there and telling people what you do.
Yeah, I work at the Poo Cafe.
So I'm thinking I'm sticking.
corner.
I'm thinking I'm sticking with Japan, and they're at least educating their kids on how to properly flush the toilet.
That's really gross.
By the way, he's eating bacon.
I don't know. Is it bacon or is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it is.
I think it's bacon.
It is
It's Ron. It's Ron Swanson. He eats bacon.
Yeah, it's bacon. So
Okay. Well.
anyway, I
cool.
thought that was great.
So, Trevor, you have some Star Wars news?
I do have some Star Wars news. I mean, this is another thing. I mean, if you're really sensitive, well, I guess it's already up there. So, I mean,
Whatever. Spoiler.
so they talk about Kylo Ren, the guy that keeps showing, that guy with the mask and stuff.
He's from Girls.
He's not a Sith.
He's a girl.
No, he's from the show Girls on HBO.
He's not a girl.
But he's not a Sith.
He's
either.
not a Sith.
Wouldn't it be cool if they like did a Girls Meets Sesame Street
No.
crossover? No.
I think you and I differ on what cool is.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess the significance of that.
Hi, Cynthia Strongheart. Sorry, just the chat.
Oh,
keeping up.
hey.
Anyways.
There's a certain amount of significance of that, just because okay, so I'm gonna get real nerdy for a second here.
Come on, let's get on with it.
That's your role, Trevor. Let's do it.
Okay, so the Sith Order, like only the rule of 2 states that there only can be 2 Sith at a time. So I mean, what that means is Kylo Ren is a Dark Force user. He's just kind of a guy that uses the Force for kind of not nice things. So I mean, he's
Wielding
But he's not good enough to
tri
be a Sith?
lightsabers.
being a Sith is like, okay, here's the best way. The Sith Order is kind of a...
They're a heretical sect of Jedi.
But it's only 2 people.
Yeah. It can only consist of 2 people.
So is it really an order?
Yes. I mean,
It's just like buddies. A buddy group. Some pals.
Is it only 2, or are they like have to be in?
It's been passed on for generations.
yeah.
Is the tub an order? Can we make the tub an order?
We are an order.
We're an
We're an order of men in a tub.
Well, I mean, we have that Pledge of Allegiance.
But question. So is it that there's only 2, or that they have to be in pairs of 2?
There are only 2 at a time.
Yeah.
So it's not like the Highlander where there can only be 1.
So theoretically, they're way cooler than the Jedi if they could take on an entire Jedi order.
Well, I mean, the Sith are kind of subversive for it.
Yeah, they took on the order by subterfuge.
Yeah. I mean, basically, the Sith, Palpatine is the ultimate example of the Sith, because he worked all these years, and he infiltrated the government and took power as the Emperor.
And then he just let it all go down his leg when he got thrown down the into the pit.
Well, spoilers! He got good, and then he became an idiot. So.
If you haven't seen The Return of the Jedi, you're about, 20 years, 30, 20,
Almost 40 at this point.
32
I watched it for the first time last year.
I'm glad I didn't spoil it for you.
Yeah.
Last year.
So, anyways, what's got every Star Wars fans panties in a bunch about this? Like what?
I don't know if anybody's upset about it, but I mean, it just to like a nerd like me, it has some significance, and it's interesting to see. But
I like that it's not doing the same thing again.
Yeah.
They're trying to mix it up.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. And he has a cool lightsaber.
Yeah.
So
I bet Trevor believes that there's a Star Destroyer on Mars too.
maybe there probably is. So just now, this is kind of a follow-up with your whole Star Citizen
Yeah, another game.
thing. Where what is this all about?
Okay,
Chris
so,
Roberts, right?
Yeah, Chris Roberts. I mean, this is kind of a follow-up. I mean, this is kind of a follow-up to several different things. Chris Roberts. So he's the director of Star Citizen. He's the guy who's kind of behind everything.
I like that shirt.
Killer shirt, man.
Yeah.
man.
So this is him, obviously a few years ago, but he made Wing Commander, and
Which we referenced a couple of weeks ago.
and
Alien cats, people, they're real.
And he's actually done video games. He's also done movies too. So I mean, he's done. I can't remember all the movies, but he did that terrible Wing Commander movie. But he was. I'm never sure what to think of Chris Roberts, because if you listen to that video we showed several weeks ago or a couple weeks ago, he's like going through and he's just like, Jarrett, camera one, Jarrett, camera one,
Red one, red one.
and I don't know, he sound like in that video he sounded like the worst boss ever, but in this other video he just recently posted, he apologized. But on behalf of Jared, his name is Disco Lando, as kind of the community calls him. But and so I don't know. It made me think he was maybe not this really weird jerk guy. But I mean, obviously he's got a few.
He's quirky.
He's quirky.
But there's another link that's drawn to this, because we were also talking. What was the phobia?
Oh, zootoletophobia.
Okay, yeah, where you're afraid of things in the toilet. So that led to the movie Ghoulies,
Yes.
about the little monsters in the toilet from the 80s. And come to find out, then we were talking about a movie you watched,
Which was the Wing Commander.
Wing Commander,
yeah.
which was a game that he also made
with the alien
Yeah.
cats.
with the alien cats. Come to
They
find out,
were not in the game.
This is tied together. He actually wrote the movie. Is that correct?
He wrote, directed, and I don't know if he produced. I think he produced it
Yeah, I
too.
think he
It's
did.
the prequel to Star Citizen.
There you go. So
Kind
something to
of,
look
yeah.
forward to is Space Cats and
Well,
Star Citizen.
I can connect it to Star Wars too, because the Wing Commander series featured Mark Hamill as its protagonist. So there
This
you
is
go.
like 6 degrees of Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
And we can
Brought
also
to you by
tie that
Trevor.
into the Batman stories we've had, because Mark Hamill played the Joker.
That too, yeah.
Let's keep this going, which we can also.
Hey
link
guys, there's
to-
this place called Hollywood.
It's got 6 degrees of separations.
There you go.
And bacon, which Ron Swanson eats.
This is true. This is a true thing.
Wow.
Uh,
Cool.
well-
Well, go Chris Roberts and
yeah,
Star
he
Citizen.
should make another movie and give up on this video game stuff.
Yeah.
It's vaporware anyway.
I'll ignore
Yeah.
that.
So there's also Nolan North is out there as the Ghost, which we discussed.
His
Oh,
replacement's
that's
right
funny.
next to the
There's
video.
Peter Dinklage. Oh, I think that's because that's a story about it. But
Doesn't matter. It's
so we get a little
Peter
peek
Dinklage.
at the new
Destiny.
Ghost in this video. Which, if you don't remember this story, Dinklage is getting stripped from Destiny when the Taken
Why do
King
you think they
releases.
crashed their ship into the Dreadnought? Those are extreme tactics for the Cabal.
And that's it.
Does he kind of sound like Dinklage there?
Kinda-
Does. I
kinda-
thought it was for him.
They do actually. They haven't.
And he said that he didn't listen to Dinklage's performance.
Well, I think a lot of it is the kind of.
There's like an auto-tune thing going on.
Yeah, the morphing, or I can't think of the word.
Yeah, but even kind of his, I don't know, the way
His tone
his
and
tone
he
is-
sounded better than Dinklage's performance.
Yeah, but
Yeah, He has a little.
That
more-
wizard came from the moon.
That wizard came from the moon.
Did we not get that as a soundbite?
No.
Oh.
So what I'm wondering about this, I'm the
Why do you
Destiny
crash
player.
their ship into the dreadnought? Those are extreme tactics for the Cabal.
It does sound like the English.
It does sound a
Yeah,
lot
it
like
does. Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're going to play this off and actually have that as a different ghost, because
No,
No,
was
because
one of
they're
the-
retconning that stuff. It's going like back, if you
Oh,
play
okay.
through the game
That's-
from the beginning, it's gonna be gone.
they're changing it all.
Yeah, they're changing.
Which I
That's
think,
like crazy.
I
Like
think-
we're kicking you. You never existed.
Yeah, like it's
Yep.
it's pretty unprecedented, but I think it's also like kind of like they didn't really plan ahead. Like, oh, if we want to add more, like we have to work with Dinklage's schedule, and he's on Game of Thrones, and he's making terrible Adam Sandler movies, and so it's one of those things where it's like maybe it just works. It's probably just a simple thing. It's not like
They
we
coulda
hate
just
it
had-
and we're gonna
They
strip
could have
it.
just had a different ghost and left what he had there. I mean, they're adding
But then
things that are unnecessary.
I don't know, man.
So,
But
anyway.
hey, it doesn't sound that bad, I guess.
Destiny, yeah, new
Yeah.
expansion pack.
Yeah.
I'll
Jeremy's
play
gonna
it.
be all over
I'll play it.
that.
It's true.
So there was a poll done in Breton. Is that a British accent? I'm not gonna do one.
No,
I'm not
that
gonna
was
try
really
to do
bad.
one.
Actually, that was horrible.
Sometimes
You want to do a British accent?
if I really think about it, I can do it. That was kind of an NPR British accent.
That was like-
That's what I was going for.
That's the car guy.
That was really good, Nathan.
Isn't that the guy on that car show that?
Top Gear.
And yeah, he got fired, and then they decided they're gonna now move over to like.
Yeah,
some,
it does kind of
anyway.
sound like
He was
him.
like really.
So Vox
Celebratory.
World did a poll, and half of British youth aren't exclusively heterosexual. So they claim.
Aren't exclusively.
Yeah. So
How can you not be exclusively?
you're bisexual, I guess.
But that's completely not heterosexual.
Wait, what?
No, because that would be gay.
No.
Or homosexual.
No.
Because you're still partially
okay.
hetero.
Both is different than one.
Okay.
Discussing
If-
the hard topics here on Minute and Tub.
If you're using the term heterosexual in isolation, the implication is you're only attracted to different genders.
Exactly.
However, bisexual people would still be attracted to different gender in addition
not-
to. So they could still be technically called heterosexual. They're just not.
But heterosexual implies that they're not attracted to same gender. That they're only attracted to the opposite gender.
Perhaps we're getting too far into semantics. The point is,
It says,
British youth are bi.
It says
Okay then.
most people are used to thinking of sexual demographics as pretty clear. The overwhelming majority of people are straight. Small minorities identify as, for example, gay or bi. But some new data from YouGov UK poll released on August 15th suggests the picture could be a little more complicated. So what the poll says is that 1 in 2 young people are not 100% heterosexual. So it pretty much means like, well, I'm totally hetero unless something comes along that maybe changes my mind. Like, go ahead, Nathan. You were
There
gonna say
are also people who call themselves heteroflexible or homoflexible, where for the most part,
something. Flexible. That's a good one.
Hilarious.
hear me out on this.
Yeah.
By and large, that was a bad choice of words.
If you're by and large,
That's what he
call
said?
Nathan.
What? Wait.
That's your lead on your Craigslist personal ad, isn't it?
No, it's not.
By and large.
Oh boy. The timings.
For most people that they meet, they are, let's say, for example, only attracted to the opposite gender. However, occasionally, usually pretty rarely, there will be someone of the same gender they'd be attracted to. That's what they would call hetero or homoflexible.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So they're open.
Yeah, let's put it
Ish.
that way. Openish.
Okay.
Is this at all?
Like the door opens one way, but you can kind of make it open the other way.
Is this at all like the sexual movement in the '60s and like
I don't know. I wasn't born then.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean,
I don't know anything about what happened before I was born. It didn't exist.
Didn't matter. But I mean, it's like there was that kind of movement, but now it's like maybe it's shifting to this like more sexual freedom, but just all across the board, like whatever. Like we don't need to define gender. We just need to find love. Right?
That's what the Beatles said.
All you need is love.
Beatles had it figured out.
See, and for some reason, what came into my head was, you can't always get what you want.
But if you try sometimes, you just might find
that
you
you
get
buy.
what you need.
That's
So
right.
anyways,
See,
that's all there is to it. I just, I thought it was kind of
Well,
interesting.
good for them.
At least we know where as a whole, our society is probably headed.
At least the European society.
The Europeans.
We're probably not far behind.
I mean, we did make David Bowie famous.
Well, there you go.
So
It's David Bowie.
Burger King, tried really hard today to
World
make
peace.
peace with McDonald's. Let's watch this video.
So, Burger King's proposing a burger war ceasefire to join forces with McDonald's on Peace Day and create the McWhopper. That's a big burger with big ambitions. A fair amount to swallow, right? So here's a little how, where, and why to help you digest our proposal.
All right.
As two of the world's largest brands, we're in the perfect position to influence change. And like BK, McDonald's is committed to leveraging its size, scope, and resources to help make the world a better place. Peace One Day campaigns tirelessly for a better world, but they need our
On
help
one
raising
day
awareness of Peace Day. We could rattle a bucket, but buckets aren't loud. Proposals like McWhopper make noise. Just ask this guy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Gilly, founder of Peace
Hi,
One
Jeremy.
Day. The thing I love about the McWhopper project
that a
is
British
it walks
accent?
the walk. It leads by example and demonstrates a genuine commitment to Peace Day and a more peaceful and sustainable world. Corporate activation on this scale creates mass awareness, and awareness creates action, and action saves lives. We hope you get on board, McDonald's.
I love
So
the
do
way
we,
he just
Jeremy.
walked
So
through
by-
that
Do
wall.
this without
By
them.
eating this burger,
Okay,
you'll
wait.
So
save
we've made
lives.
participation easy. One location, one
Me
day
in
only.
Atlanta.
We've designed a proposed pop-up restaurant, the packaging, even the staff uniforms. All we have to do is park our differences for one day and do what we both do best.
So it's a
No
whole
strings.
restaurant.
Together, let's blaze a trail, build the
Yeah, it's a
unthinkable
pop-up
burger,
restaurant.
and feed the discussion. Let's end the beef with beef on Peace Day.
September 21st. So I'm impressed with the effort because they even made a website. They put a lot into this. And then there's another video here that Jeremy found that's like just how the burger is built, I guess.
Yeah, it just has all the ingredients.
Okay, it's top bun, all beef patty,
parts.
cheese, lettuce, special
6
sauce,
parts
middle
of
bun, tomato, onion, ketchup. Okay, so it's pretty much a Big Mac, but with the bottom stripped out and replaced with a Whopper.
I like how Burger King's doing it, and they're like, oh, our beef is bigger.
Well, it is.
Well, true.
The Mick Whopper for Peace Day. So
I like the fist bump, too.
that was
the
Fist
king
bump is
and,
what did it.
and the clown. The king and the clown unite. So McDonald's pretty much said, haha, that was cute, but no. Like, they were quick to...
It's a secret sauce, and they're trying to keep it that way.
There is a letter from McDonald's CEO. It says, inspiration for a good cause. Great idea. We love the intention, but think our two brands could do something bigger to make a difference. We commit to raise awareness worldwide. Perhaps you'll join us in a meaningful global effort. And every day, let's acknowledge that between us, there is simply a friendly business competition and certainly not the unequaled circumstances of the real pain and suffering of war. We'll be in touch. Steve, McDonald's CEO. And then I like the PS at the end. PS, a simple phone call will do next time.
Hey, McDonald's, you just made yourselves look like a whole bunch of jerks.
It's just like it sounds like the guy that's just like looks at an idea, but he's like, oh, that's you're not getting the idea. That's so immature.
Or he
like,
saw it and he was like, this is such a good marketing ploy. I hate them and I'm just gonna be a jerk and send this letter now. Like
That felt way more like shots fired than hey, let's help with
Yeah,
this awareness
peace.
of peace.
yeah.
well, we're a bigger peace organization. We're not going to limit it to Atlanta.
Yeah.
They probably just did get sensitive about the fact that their burger was smaller than
That's what it is.
the Whopper.
It's burger envy.
Burger envy.
Yeah.
I like it.
I just wonder. Oh, go ahead.
I found a post on Reddit shortly before we started the show that proposes. You guys seen the movie Demolition Man?
Yes.
Yes.
So Taco Bell won the franchise wars. This is proposing that the failed treaty will lead to Taco Bell winning.
It's totally true.
boy.
It was written.
Maybe Taco Bell will jump in with the Whopper somehow, and they'll make a
Whopper taco?
Whopper Supreme.
A
Wopco.
Wacko.
Or a Whopperito?
Nacho Whopper.
Whopperito, yeah.
I like Whopperito.
Oh, Whopperito. That sounds.
Oh man, that
Burger
sounds
King,
good.
you found a second match to try.
Try it.
Could
Try
we
it.
get the most expensive Whopperito?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're trying their best to make peas, and McDonald's
Most expensive
is not
taco.
having
It's
it.
already been done. You can see that on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, check it out. Shameless plug.
Check it.
Shameless.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was interesting. I think that I mean I don't think it would taste that great, to be honest, because like
Probably not.
I don't the flame broiled flavor of the Burger King patty with just the regular flavor of whatever McDonald's.
It
Well,
just-
maybe we need to
it'd
find
be
some
so
that are
s-
close enough that we can try it.
Well, I mean, they
Yeah.
have two stores
we
within a
have-
mile of each other
Yeah.
just over here.
and we
Yeah,
have
go
the
order one
ingredients.
tonight.
We'll just have to put it together.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Maybe we'll do that at some point.
We should do that.
Or not.
I like
All right.
I like to imagine Ronald McDonald just standing in front of all his employees going, "They may take our land, they may take our homes, but they can never take our sandwiches."
Yes.
That's probably
that
happening
was
somewhere.
great, Nathan, in a 3-hour movie.
All right. Well, let's kick off the next section here. Jon Stewart is enjoying his retirement. I don't know if any of you guys saw this on, was it Saturday or was it Sunday night? I can't remember.
I
It was
don't
Sunday
know.
night
I
because it
wasn't
was
there.
it was the night
Sunday
before
Night
Monday Raw.
Raw. Oh,
Sunday
Monday
night
Raw. I
there
don't
was
know.
a summer
Monday Night Raw.
I don't know how it works.
but something happened on Saturday or Sunday night.
Okay.
There was a big event, and Jon Stewart, former host of The Daily Show, went and took out John Cena with a metal chair.
Nice.
Yeah.
At, I believe it was called SummerSlam. I'm not a big wrestling fan, but I have some friends that are.
Give it
and I
to
saw
him.
all the
I'm
tweets
sorry.
about it. And so he took out John Cena. And
Wrestling is grown-up entertainment.
It is. It is. Brother.
Brother.
So anyway, I saw this and I was like, that's pretty awesome. That's Jon Stewart taking out John Cena. Well, the next night, John Cena decided that he was going to take things into his own hand on Monday Night Raw.
This is a tweet from the WWE with a video attached. Should we watch the video?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We can
with
declare.
with a moment, kind of like the moment you had last night
It was my
when
moment.
when you just
Tonight is
ran out
This is your moment.
and did
I'm loving the
what
facial
you felt
hair.
you had to do.
I had to do it.
I understand that,
I appreciate that.
so I know you're gonna understand this because right now
Yes.
I'm just gonna do what I gotta do.
Oh no!
That's Jon Stewart.
He picks up Jon Stewart,
John Cena
carries
down,
him on
John.
his back,
with an Jon Stewart.
just slams
At
him.
his age, that's gotta hurt. Even
Stewart asked for it.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's the classic face. You can't see me.
John Cena just gave Jon Stewart the AA.
That's pretty great.
like why though?
He got
So,
into the wrestling thing
Jon
before he
Stewart-
retired, but
He took that chair to John Cena and prevented him from winning a title.
Was that
Because
before or after this?
That was on
Before
Sunday night
this.
before this. That's why
Okay.
John Cena did that on Monday night.
what's up, Jurassic 567? Yeah, Jurassic Park's cool.
Jurassic Park. It was a good movie.
Eric's first movie he ever saw in the movie
That's
theater.
Back to the Future, isn't it?
True. Anyway, so I guess he was trying to protect Ric Flair's magic number of, I believe it was 16 championships. So I don't know. I don't
Sure.
follow a lot of
Yeah.
wrestling. But that's the reason that
16.
Jon Stewart did what he did on Saturday.
Maybe
or Sunday.
Jurassic knows.
And then John Cena went and tried to break his back. So
That was sweet.
I mean, Jon Stewart is enjoying his retirement, or he's not enjoying it. I
Not
don't
now.
know. One or the other.
Well, that happened, so that's the thing.
There you go, Stuart.
Important news. There's your Jon Stewart watch.
Hopefully, when all news anchors retire, they go into wrestling. Seems like a good
One can only hope
move.
All right. We talked about it a few weeks
business.
ago when they put out the first trailer for it, the Suicide Squad movie that is going to be made. Harley Quinn, the actor that plays Harley Quinn, was reportedly giving Suicide Squad cast members and crew tattoos in costume on the set. So
that's what you want. You want a non-professional giving you a tattoo.
Exactly. And for a movie that we don't really know if it's going to do well.
So this is a marketing ploy, right?
That's what it's saying. They're thinking that it might be.
So you think they're not getting real tattoos?
It's got to be a marketing.
Well, they're doing it on their feet though, and tattoos tend to rub off on soles of feet.
They're not on the soles of the feet.
They're on
This
their
is
arms.
on this
the
guy's
one I was
arm.
seeing was
definitely an
the arm one that would be rough.
So yeah, I mean, this is something
Usually
that
rub off
that if this isn't a marketing
arm
ploy,
stuff.
which it probably is, but if it isn't a marketing ploy, this is going to be a terrible reminder if that movie does not do well.
Well, I mean, in any case, though, being
it's
a part
a
of
bad tattoo.
being a part of a movie, that's a pretty big deal, though. I mean, maybe they like. Oh gosh, that is horrible.
That's really bad.
In any case, I mean, maybe they are very close. Maybe all the actors are just like, hey, this is a cool group of people.
They might
and
be.
Maybe it's just a big event that they want to remember, no matter if the movie sucks or
Here's
not.
the interesting thing about this arm, though. All three of those tattoos are bad.
Yeah,
that is true.
I like that music note.
But then if you scroll down a little bit more, Will Smith's given one to Joel Kinnaman.
That's
oh
awesome.
my goodness!
I would just do that because
one-
Will
that
Smith
one
gave
was
you a
worth it.
tattoo.
That's true. Be like, Will Smith gave
Will
this to me.
Smith tattooed me. Yeah.
I'm all for it.
We were in a terrible movie together. He gave me a tattoo.
I suppose it would look like a prison tattoo, though. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a theme of the movie, though. So
Yeah.
sorry.
I hope that it's a good movie. I'm just saying. I saw that, and especially the last tagline on the article was saying this is going to be a real uncomfortable reminder of Suicide Squad if the film bombs.
Yeah.
So hopefully they do better than the Fantastic Four did.
Oh gosh, that's not very hard. Though.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, when they made The Lord of the Rings, all 9 cast members who played the Fellowship got the Elvish rune for 9 tattooed on their body, except for John Rhys-Davies, who sent his stunt double.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty smart. That's smart.
That seemed like a decent gamble though to go for one of those, because I mean those are classic books. I mean, even if the movies didn't do as well as they did.
Yeah. Well, and there was 3 of them, or there were 3 of them.
But all those people with the Elvish tattoos before the movies came out, they probably felt like real jerks after the movie came out.
Yeah.
People just be like, yes, I had this before the movies.
All right, so I got one more here that we'll talk about, and this one is another drone story. I know I've had several of them.
You're obsessed with drones and bears.
Well, here's the thing. This one, I saw this one the other night, and I could not just leave it off the table. There were 2 men that were arrested in Maryland for trying to do a new type of crime. They were using a drone to smuggle drugs, tobacco, and pornography into a prison.
Okay.
Well, they're already being used over the border, so why not into prisons, right?
So I guess I don't know. That seemed.
Could you get a poster of Rita Hayworth? That's all I want to know.
Well, here's the thing. The law enforcement picked them up.
It'd be funnier if they just delivered coconuts to the prison.
That would be funnier.
Yeah,
Just
like
drop
not
'em out of the
illegal
sky.
paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
So they said
Coconut.
that
for your health.
They said that they also found a handgun with 6 plastic wrapped packages that contained contraband items, including packets of synthetic marijuana, rolling papers,
Well, synthetic marijuana is okay.
buprenorphine, and pornographic DVDs. Now, my question is, if you're trying to sneak in DVDs into prison, do they have DVD players just lying around that they can...
it's right next to the toilet wine.
You'd think
Yeah.
any DVD players would be monitored by the guards or something.
I didn't know that they had individual DVD players in their cells, but maybe
they
so.
Maybe they have those little portable ones
Probably
they can buy
depends
from
on
the
the-
commissary.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
check
that's
out from
probably-
the library.
Yeah.
Could be.
Why
Nobody
would you
wants
think
to
that-
use those after a while, though. I'm sure.
Why would you think that you could get that taken care of and get that into
Mine
the
will
prison
open.
using a drone. Like, no one's going to see it coming.
That was kind of a poor choice of words.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, great story.
Wow. I thought this was going to be a good story.
I guess I don't know what the deal is though.
I don't really have anything to say about it.
All right, I'm done.
I already made my Shawshank joke.
Nathan, what do you got? Because I brought crap to the table tonight.
No, that's what Jeremy did.
Jeremy brought crap to the table.
We
to
both
be fair,
did.
That's true.
Okay, so Trevor, you brought up Star Wars earlier.
Yes, I did.
Do you know who Drew Struzan is?
No.
He was.
I like that name though. It sounds like something you put on top of a muffin.
That's a terrific
Yeah,
name.
It does.
And it adds calories.
Sounds so good.
Drew Struzan did a lot of movie posters before the photo technology was what we know of it today.
Airbrush, air painting.
Yeah, he did air painting, and he did all the 6 Star Wars movies so far, not counting the Clone Wars because that was
animated.
Right. But he came out of retirement specifically to do this movie, and he has gone on record as saying it's the best Star Wars yet.
Really? They let him see it?
He's seen the entire thing.
Well, he had to know what scenes were important to paint in the poster.
Oh, that's exciting.
Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, see, that gets me pumped. I'm so...
It's because
Take
Disney.
that, George Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it may not get remade 5 times, so...
It's never been remade, though.
Like, tweaked.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
modification,
modified, altered.
Removal of Anakin.
Yeah.
A replacement, I guess.
Who shot first?
Remover of Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage.
So that's really cool, though, that they're doing
Some
that.
of these are really good. This is
Scroll
cool.
down and see the poster.
Yeah,
that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Is that for the new one?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and it's... I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but so Finn has a lightsaber.
Yeah, I know. Spoiler, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what that means. If maybe he is a Jedi or if he just likes lightsabers.
Hey, Han Solo had a lightsaber at one point too, doesn't
That's
In
what
the
I was
movie?
saying. Yeah.
Color matters,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
They smell worse on the inside.
That's right.
And actually...
Well, but I think if he's on the poster with a lightsaber, that's a pretty big spoiler.
Yeah, it's a pretty good
I
indicator
think
that he probably uses the Force.
Yep. Man, that's cool. I'm really glad they did that. That's awesome. Anyways.
Oh, so...
It's a good poster.
I don't have a good segue into this one, but there was a woman in... I think this was Texas. I haven't read this story in a couple days. But...
It's okay.
It doesn't really matter where she is. Point is, she got married recently to Jesus.
Oh, good. Finally. He's been a bachelor for a while.
Great.
About 2,000 years.
Yeah. Should we watch this video?
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. And nothing.
Wow.
Boo ads.
So, anyways, so you can explain. Give us some background on this.
Yeah, so basically she's in her 30s, I want to say, and she teaches...
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
At the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in downtown Fort Wayne today. Sounds like a summer standard, right? Well, this marriage is one you've likely never seen or heard of before. The bride's name is Jessica Hayes. The groom is Jesus Christ. This morning, she became the Fort Wayne South Bend Diocese's first consecrated virgin in 25 years. As News Channel 15 Sarah Wagner explains, it's a vocation the bride considers her calling.
It's not the wedding day Jessica Hayes envisioned for herself as a little girl. Sure, it came with the same struggles any bride-to-be would have, like finding the perfect dress.
I would have to lie prostrate before the altar, and so I really wanted to make sure that I was well covered in a way that still shows the beauty of a bride.
And making sure your guests are having a good time.
I'm so happy to have had so many witnesses today, because there may be others that the Lord is calling in this way that have now heard of this life and can consider it in their prayer.
For the 38-year-old theology teacher from Bishop Dwenger High School, this commitment represents years of prayer and soul searching.
It was really a consideration of which things brought me the most joy and where my greatest happiness was. And it seemed that all of those loves converged on this one thing, where
he was a peasant.
to be living in the world and be a part of the lives of my students.
If you've never heard of a consecrated virgin before, that's probably because it's fairly rare. Today's ceremony makes Jessica the only one in the diocese. There are around 3,000 around the world and 215 in the United States.
She's saying it's rare to be an
in some
adult
sense,
virgin.
we're all called to be married. It's just a matter of discerning how. And so my marriage is to Christ, and someone else's marriage is to their spouse.
A consecrated virgin is
Someone else
different
is
from a nun, and that
not
Jessica
weird.
will still live her life as a layperson.
This is a vocation for women that feel that deeper call to spend their life more in knowing Jesus and making that a public commitment, and in serving his church, but called to live in the world.
As you might expect, the vocation comes
This is
with some
going on for a
confusion.
while.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
students
You want to
asked if
stop
they
it at
should
any
call me
point? Go
Mrs.
ahead.
Okay, we get it. She got married to Jesus. Don't all like high school girls do that at some point?
No, they only
they're-
date him.
Yeah, they date Jesus.
And
that's
they
right.
promptly dump him.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as the boy gives him attention.
Yes.
It comes with a promise ring, right?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that she's expecting other people to be inspired to do this, which means she's expecting her husband to marry other people.
Yeah, that is
expect him to be
really
unfaithful.
kind of an interesting perspective on it.
See, it's just like,
Mormons?
is she actually like a crazy person, or is this supposed to be just kind of a like?
I don't think she's a crazy person. I think she's Catholic, isn't she?
You're saying there's a...
Yes, she is Catholic.
Stop drawing parallels, Kyle.
I wasn't drawing any parallels.
She's not crazy. She's Catholic.
Please forgive the crazy woman. She's just Catholic.
Oh, boy.
Well, that's...
So how does she consummate her
Well, let's move on. There's
don't-
some things we don't discuss. There's some things we just don't.
When you're consecrated, you don't.
Would you like to hear about another unorthodox marriage I found?
Maybe. Dare we? I guess.
This one will be shorter.
Okay.
So a cat's widow is set to marry a dog.
A cat's widow.
A cat's widow.
Is the cat's widow a cat?
No. Look at the picture.
Okay, it's a dog and a lady.
Yep.
Wait.
So she was first married to a cat?
Yes. And
the
he
cat-
died
oh,
recently,
he
and
died.
she's giving herself some grieving time before she marries the dog.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That's so mean. Congratulations. But
And sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your loss. I'm sure the ceremony will be very romantic. I hear that PetSmart does great catering.
She's Dutch. I don't think they have PetSmart.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And I like the backstory she gives to how she met the dog.
He was going through a bad breakup.
No,
it's even better.
He was homeless
It's
and
romantic.
stole her shoes,
Oh, you
and she
make it-
fell in love with him.
She found him on the beach.
Yeah, on the beach.
Aw. And now they're going to be happily wed.
Yep.
Well, that's great.
And the best part is she runs a website entitled marryyourpet.com.
Wait, this is a real thing?
This is a real thing.
We got to go there.
I posted the link in the agenda.
Oh, did you? Sorry. Marryyourpet.com.
Yep.
So, is there a place? Is there registries on here to where we can like send them gifts?
I don't know.
Marryyourpet.com. Oh, it has an enter button because this is 1995. Enter. Oh my gosh, this website is terrible.
Is this made on front page?
It's Flash, I think. Okay.
Oh,
so
the hearts speed up when you roll over them.
There's hearts that are flying. Let's get married now. Okay, so I don't know. I don't even know what to do with this. I guess if you want to marry your pet, go to marryyourpet.com.
Oh my goodness, there's really bad gifts in the right-hand corner.
Okay, I'm not going to go to the right-hand corner. That's for
It's the one that looks
Oh
like
my
the
God.
screen.
Showed it.
I did.
It involves some animals
Oh.
that come out of the
Yeah.
toilet.
Rats. Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
I think that was a link to divorceyourpet.com.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not even making that up. I'm like 100% serious.
Oh my gosh.
You can divorce it. Well, that's too bad. I'm glad she found happiness.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have another story about a dog.
Okay.
So in Japan, I think it was Japan again.
Good place.
There was this dog that just nobody knows how he got there, but his collar was stuck and he was pinned inside this bush, and he's just sitting there like,
Oh, is this the?
Wait, I think you no.
I
no.
went to the wrong story.
You did.
I saw Japan and I jumped ahead.
We love Japan.
That one. Yeah. He's just sitting there while people walk by.
That's awesome. Is that a corgi?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
a corgi.
He's just like, whatever. This is my lot in life, and I'm super happy about it. I'm stoked.
I wonder how many people he scared that walked underneath and didn't see him until he made some noise.
Holy crap.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a great picture.
The article describes him as pretending to be happy, but he looks genuinely happy to me. I don't know why you have to say.
How do
he's
you know the
putting
dog
on
was pretending?
Yeah. He could just be content. He's
Did
like,
he tell you that he just pretended to be happy?
Look at his face. He's smiling.
He's happy.
He's super duper. That is awesome that he just stuck there. I hopefully someone helped him. Did
yeah,
they help
the
him?
person who took the picture.
Well, hey, better that he stuck there than just going.
Fell down off of this wall. It's probably a good 6-8 foot drop, something like that.
Yeah, he probably would have hurt himself.
Wow.
Maybe that's why he was so happy.
Okay. Well.
I have one more quick one.
Okay, one more quick one. We got time for one more quick one.
So the Hobbit, the last movie came out last December.
Battle of Five Armies.
Sure. Battle of Five Armies. The extended edition is coming out, and this isn't even the focus of this article, but it's the only thing worth talking about. The extended edition is rated R.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know why.
Violence?
It doesn't specify. It just briefly says it's rated R, and I'm like,
There's that nude elf scene.
Yeah.
Tadia.
They did show
you
naked
must remove your
dwarves early.
Wow. That is crazy. Well, go.
If you're over 17, find out.
Yeah, go get that, I guess.
Okay,
I'm
honestly,
guessing it'll just be really bloody.
Probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, as a kid, I thought Return of the King was going to be rated R because having read the book, Frodo was described as naked in the Tower of Cirith Ungol, so I thought, that'll just translate to screen.
What was he doing?
They had
Just
just
being
stripped him naked because he was their prisoner.
Yeah.
Being naked and stuff.
And little did I imagine, they would put pants on him.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that.
Alrighty, folks, it's that time of the week. Advice in 60 seconds. Every week, a different tubber attempts to answer as many Yahoo Answers questions in 60 seconds as possible. They must answer with a yes or a no, but they'll get one wild card answer of which they can give the answer that they want. Tonight's contestant is me.
Yeah!
Woo! Kyle! Woo!
Kyle.
At least they're not making
So how
me
we gonna-
read them to myself.
I was going to say, how are we going to do this? You're going to read the question and answer the question.
Now that would be funny.
Okay, then.
All right, we've got.
Settle.
Who's reading?
I am.
Nathan's going to read you the
Nathan.
questions. Let me know when you're
I'm
ready.
the special
Nathan's
guest.
reading.
Yeah, he's got a job tonight. All right, Nathan and
Are
Kyle.
you keeping score, Jeremy?
Jeremy,
I suppose I am.
keep score.
Because I'm
Jeremy.
going to annihilate all of y'all.
I'm going to run the timer here. Are we
If
ready?
you're making me do this.
I'm ready.
All right, are you ready, Kyle?
Hit me.
Here
With your best
we
shot.
go.
What do you think about Donald Trump kicking Jorge Ramos out of the news conference?
Yes.
Is refusing to date a transgender woman bigoted?
No.
Is same-sex marriage allowed in America?
Sure.
Should gay pride marches be banned from entering Muslim neighborhoods?
No.
Is being gay inherently anti-Islamophobic?
No.
What happens if the Dow Jones falls to 5,000 points?
Yes.
Log 100 plus log 17 plus log 20 minus log 2 minus log 34 minus log 5 equals...
No.
Is your reaction to the when Dow Jones fell by 600 points yesterday, is it right to blame Obama and China per GOP nominees?
No.
Middle names for Sebastian.
Yes.
Am I a bad mother for allowing my 12-year-old daughter to sleep half naked with a boyfriend?
Yes.
Do you hate on pizza?
Yes.
Why didn't Triple H and Steve McMahon check that statue was there before taking it out to the ring?
No.
What's the point of living if we all die?
Yes.
If female circumcision help prevent adultery, why do people oppose it?
Yes.
Why would the blame stream be reacting differently to the Virginia shooting if the thug was white?
Oh,
man.
I don't know if we should give you that,
That
last
last
one.
one,
I
I don't
don't
know
think
if that
it counts.
Come on.
I don't think it counts. Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
What's his total?
14.
Gosh, how did I get?
Is that counting the last one?
No,
or not?
we're not
Okay.
counting it. You were still halfway done with the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
I don't even
Kyle.
know what those questions were. I just was answering.
I like the best one was that your wild
Sure.
card was sure.
You used the yes
Yeah.
word.
I was just like, Really?
This is why I'm the host of this game.
I will say I enjoyed Nathan's reading of the question.
I thought you were gonna blow us all the water.
I was trying to help him.
I know. The sure though got me. I was like, I almost started to correct you and be like, no, you can't.
Yeah,
you can't.
I did, and then I realized what I said too. I wasn't even intending to use that as my.
And then you were like, well, that's spit. I guess I did it.
I was so hoping he'd use one later and be like, disqualify.
Well, you know.
We haven't had a disqualification yet.
All right.
And that has been Advice in 60 Seconds. Next week, we'll see if someone can beat Eric's score of 15.
Wow, that felt like it was faster than 60 seconds. Email time.
Email
Twitter. That means people watch.
That means people watch and comment on our. So we've got like an anonymous email, and then we have also like a comment on Facebook that we're gonna read
on a specific clip.
It's on an anonymous email. Is directed at Trevor. Says, "Why does Trevor hate Chris Pratt so much?"
Trevor.
Can you answer us?
I'm suspicious of this comment.
You shouldn't be.
I question its source.
What? You can't question the internet.
It's from
anonymous.
It's anonymous.
In any case,
don't tempt anonymous. You know what they're capable of.
Yeah.
Or do you?
Don't. I mean, it's honestly, I know the source, and they asked to be anonymous, and it is not me. It's not anyone at this table. So
is it me?
So we will.
You're at this table.
You're at this table. Yeah. So that is a legitimate question from a legitimate person.
Okay.
So
I'll answer you. You're not listening to what I'm saying, obviously.
Hey,
here we go.
You're just gonna point fingers at people.
It's your fault I hate Chris Pratt.
No, I don't hate Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is great. I think he's a very capable actor. I think he's a very funny guy. But
here's the but. Not Chris Pratt.
I think he's like, everybody's like, oh, Chris Pratt, he's the best thing ever. We need to put him in every single movie. And it's just like,
But why not? Why not? What's wrong with him in every movie? There's nothing he can do wrong.
He's not.
No, I can sum it up here. It's because he hates the comparisons that people want him to play Harrison Ford's characters.
Because you're so in love with Han Solo.
Yeah,
that it hurts you. I mean, is it like you're scared he's going to tarnish Han?
No, I don't. I'm not scared he's going to tarnish. I just don't think he's the right fit.
But why?
Well, partially,
Did you see the picture that we posted on the website?
Trevor, did you watch Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes, I did watch Guardians.
That was like a mixture of Han Solo and Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
Not really.
Yeah, it was.
He was raiding treasure. I mean, he picked up an orb in a tunnel.
Put it in a bag.
Well, in a very
like a
rough
fanny pack
way
type
of
bag.
speaking, I suppose. Yeah.
See, look at that picture. That's what is our.
Look
if
at
you go to our
that.
website, our podcast last week, we talk about this every week. Look at that as Indiana Jones. Like, look at that. There's like, it doesn't skip a beat. It's perfect.
Okay, I'll admit he does look pretty.
Nailed it.
You just said he looked pretty.
We're gonna sound bite of the week. Pretty. Trevor says Chris Pratt looks pretty.
I don't know. I don't want to say he's overrated because he's not overrated, but
Trevor, you're overrated.
Maybe it's
overexposed.
Maybe it's the inner hipster in me, I guess, that everybody's just like, oh, Chris Pratt, put him in everything.
Trevor's like, I was a fan of him before he got fit.
I love him. I love him in Parks and Rec. He does a great job.
But I think the thing
job.
about, like, I watched Parks and Rec later, like after seeing him and all this stuff, and then I watched Parks and Rec, and the thing I realized is like, wow, people probably just thought this guy was a one-note pony.
But he's
like,
not.
Because like he played that like kind of, but seeing him in this other stuff and then seeing him in that is like, when he in that last season when he after he lost all the weight, I was like, I can't even like take him serious. Like, I don't know if he's joking or if he's being sarcastic now. Like, he just seemed so like, because it looked like the Chris Pratt that I knew, like from Guardians and from Jurassic World, and like so it was
Zero Dark 30,
yeah,
See, and
Moneyball.
I came to it the other way around because I was thinking in his later stuff he was never going to succeed and he was going to be horrible at it because I thought of him as this
Andy
kind of
Dwyer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he's been doing great.
Yeah.
What role does he play in Zero Dark 30? I always forget he was.
He was one of the guys in the infiltration team.
I need to see that again. I haven't watched it for a long time, and I didn't know it was him.
He also played the first baseman in Moneyball.
Yep.
I will probably never watch Moneyball.
That's a good movie. Actually,
it's a fantastic movie.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's not. It's not. I mean, it's obviously baseball, but it's not like if you don't like sports, you'll still enjoy the movie.
Okay,
Like,
I didn't know it was supposed to be good.
Yeah.
Because it was baseball, it wasn't supposed to be good.
No, probably because that Jonah
It's
Hill.
just
in it.
another.
Someone
movie.
asked
I
why
don't know.
Trevor hates baseball.
Because he
next
didn't
week.
like the trailer.
The Colossus of Clout?
Was it because of the trailer?
I've never seen the trailer. I kind of just assumed it was another sports movie. So
I would just like to point out Chris Pratt has
It's no
acted
Southpaw.
Has what?
has acted opposite Han Solo before in the Lego movie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was the voice.
It wasn't a
of the
legit
Lego
Han
Man.
Solo though.
No, it
Wasn't Harrison Ford.
It was.
Oh,
It was Han Solo.
I'm just saying
Solo.
it was the
Good.
right Lando and the right C-3PO though.
That's true.
So
And that was definitely
So,
the Chewbacca sound effect.
One of our more popular videos on YouTube is one where Trevor is talking about Star Citizen, and I am pretty much saying it's a waste of money.
It is.
And some passionate fan of Star Citizen commented, and this
What's
is
his
what,
name? What, are we gonna give him? At least
Yeah,
his
sure. Let's
tag
give him.
name?
Where is it? Says not
Angry pacifist.
Angry
pacifist.
I'm not convinced that it's not Trevor.
Yeah, it's his. It's Trevor's alter ego on there.
You're stupid.
And it says, let's see what he says here.
Can I read it?
Yes.
Yeah, you can read it, Nathan.
Hyperbolic nonsense. Every ship will be available with in-game credits when it's out. The entire game is $45 and is buy to play. Supporting the development above that is optional and gives you no advantage whatsoever. Stick with EA garbage and you don't get the basic concept of crowdfunding.
If you don't
get the basic concept of
EA
crowdfunding.
garbage.
Yeah.
EA garbage. It's in the game.
Let's see. Let's have the computer read it to us.
Nonsense. Every ship will be available with in-game credits
I
when
like
it
this.
is out.
You did good too,
The
Nathan.
entire
Thank
game is $45 and is buy to play. Supporting the development above that is optional and gives you no advantage whatsoever. Stick with EA garbage if you don't get the basic concept of crowdfunding.
Don't get.
If you don't get. So, anyways, I apologize for not getting the basic concept of crowdfunding. And I also
Do you
apologize
really?
for sticking with EA garbage.
You love those EA games, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a big EA garbage game. I get why you're upset, and I understand that if people are passionate about a project, they can support it. They can put all their money in it. To me, maybe I'm just a little more frugal, and I think, wow, what if, this guy that wrote the Space Cat movie just decides to take your money and run, which I don't know him personally. I see no reason why he wouldn't do that. So I'm just a little bit more leery. I get it. I get that you're passionate about it, Mr. Angry Pacifist, and I'm sorry that I offended you. And
he didn't really act like a pacifist in his comment, though.
But
bit.
I'm going to guarantee right now, I'm going to promise to you, Angry Pacifist, when this game is done, when it is released, I will pay the $60.
45.
Well, he says 45, but that's now. But I'm assuming when it's
line.
done, it's going to be 60.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay that, and I'm going to buy this game, and I will play it. And I'll
Mostly
give you my
to
review of
torment
it.
Trevor.
But yeah, mostly to get shot out of the sky by Trevor's $15,000 ship.
No, I hope that you come up with a large ship to take Trevor's out.
No.
Just because I like
You're just gonna come
going
and
at
steal
Trevor.
my ships.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you should pirate his ships.
We're gonna totally
this looks
GTA
really
these
nice.
ships.
So
Swashbuckle on board his ship and just yar, this is my ship now. I'm the captain.
What is this, Noah's Ark starring John Voight?
Yes.
I was talking to my wife about this whole Star Citizen thing, and she kind of had an interesting idea because you mentioned that there's insurance, right? So if you lose your ship, you get a new one, right? Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Yeah.
So if I came in on the bottom level of $45, and you let me steal your ship that you paid whatever for hundreds of dollars.
Insurance fraud.
And then I take that ship. It's mine now.
Yeah.
You could just replace it for free.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you just do that with all your friends?
Because it's.
Because it's not part of crowdfunding.
It's
EA garbage.
You obviously don't get crowdfunding.
As stupid as you guys say that, I mean, that is honestly the reason, though, because, I mean, if you just want the game, if you don't want to support the crowdfunding, you don't want to support the development at the time, you don't pay money for it right now, you're just like, wow, that's stupid, I'm just going to wait. So, I mean, that's...
Yeah, but I want you to give me your ship, so it's going to be cool.
I don't care.
I feel like my $45, if I were to buy it, would support the game.
Yeah.
Would it not?
They already have $87 million. I think they have enough money.
They can always use more money.
I'm sure they could.
More R&D.
I could always use more money.
They need more Red Bull.
I'm going to start crowdfunding my everything.
Yeah, your lunch. Let's crowdfund Kyle's
My
lunch.
job is going to be crowdfunded.
I'm going to come up with
I want to do that.
I'm going to come up with a crowd.
Make angry pacifists more angry.
Good.
Probably.
I'm going to come up with a crowdfunded anti-rat toilet.
Oh my gosh!
I think this.
How much?
You just. Oh wait, you can't put a mesh down there.
Yeah, I know. You just like cheesecloth the turds.
It'd have to be like on a spaceship where you have a decompression chamber.
Oh yeah.
So that way there's double doors here, and there's no way through.
Well, in exciting ways, you could totally just be like, all right. Time to send the poop out.
Jeremy, we should talk later. I think I got a solution.
All right, let's not tell everybody.
Yeah, we don't want to.
I don't want to give away the magic, but I got a solution.
Well, once we start crowdfunding, you guys can all support us.
Well, it's been real fun, ladies and
has.
gentlemen. We thank you for listening / watching / whatever you do, interacting on the
Thanks for
Twitch.
sticking around.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like us on Facebook.
We had a good time.
Follow our channel.
Send us emails at iwantoget'em@tub.com.
Follow us on Twitch.
Yeah, all of that stuff. We
email us though the most.
There's something you think we should talk about. Let us know what it is.
Yeah, if you have some ideas you'd like us to make a what was it, a Whopperito or something like that. We'll do that for you.
Yeah.
But
Nathan will eat it.
This for you.
Again, thanks for watching and listening, and we'll see you next week. Same Tub time, same Tub channel.